In May 2020, my parents and I decided to purchase an empty lot and build a home for the three of us. As a Mexican American, living with my parents as an adult is more culturally acceptable. There were some arguments and tough conversations along the way, but it all worked out. This, as told to SA, is based on a conversation with Jonathan C., a 30-year-old elementary school teacher based in San Diego, California. According to Zillow, the average value of a San Diego home in May 2020 was about $650,000. It has been edited for length and clarity. I've lived with my parents on and off for the past 10 years. So in 2020, we decided to make a more permanent, joint investment in our living situation. After it moved back to their home in Southern California at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, the three of us decided to look for a property I call Fox Rural. We wanted something outside of San Diego, but still a short drive away from the city. The decision to build a house came when an opportunity presented itself in the form of an empty lot being sold by a divorced couple for a big discount. We took the project on in May 2020, and now the house is complete. We love it. We wanted an escape. There was a lot of pressure at the onset of the pandemic to find an escape from everything. It was a fear-based decision in the moment, but it's paid off for different reasons now. My parents covered 60% of the building costs while I was responsible for the remaining 40%. We're a middle-class family, so we built a standard two-story, 5-bedroom Southern California home, situated about 20 miles outside of San Diego, for between $250,000 and $600,000. My dad is a construction worker, so we saved a lot of money on the whole project by not having to hire a contractor. His connections allowed us to find good deals on plumbing, electricity, and more. It became my job. Without a job, like a lot of people, I lost my job in the early months of the pandemic, so I was relying a lot on my savings from the 8 years prior. However, the lack of employment allowed me to be really involved in the building process. For the year and a half I was without work, my mom and I spent 10-hour shifts overseeing the building process at the lot. The beginning was the hardest because you're just there in a barren lot standing by to answer any questions the builders may have. There were many hard arguments between my parents and I, since we're all financially locked into this house. The build caused a lot of tension because there were so many little issues that would arise. But since the completion, we've gotten along just fine. Use your resources. Living with my parents as a full-grown adult has been kind of nice. Now that I'm older and not going out most weekends, they've become two of my closest friends. And I'm really glad I can say that in the US, there's this idea of getting out at 18 or having to pay rent to your parents. And I find it so bizarre that a parent would do that to their child. As a Mexican American, growing up, I was told to go to school and get a good job, then start helping out the family as the youngest of their 5 children, and a gay man with no kids. It feels like a blessing that we could help each other achieve this big accomplishment. Now this will be the house that I grow old in. This story was originally published in February 2023.